I swear to God, I came home a second ago. Went to go look in this cup in the kitchen. Bro, tell me why it looked like there was a tick in the cup. How the fuck did it get there? When did it enter my house? Why the fuck is it in a cup? It looked like a tick. I don't know if it was. No, I put that shit outside. I brought that shit all the way outside. Bro, like, I don't need none of this shit in my house. What's going on, people, and welcome to Nerds of the Round Table, where we talk about Marvel, and more Marvel. I am Snalez, and I am here with King Tut.
Yo, we back in the building. It's time to invade your minds with a couple thoughts and secrets that we have. Let's get straight to it.
Heck yeah, we're going to talk about Secret Invasion. If you didn't pick up from that, what we were talking about, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and at Marvel.
Ding.
Or Nerds of the Round Table. Look us up. So, let's hop into it. What did you think of this as a whole, this show?
It was alright. There was a lot of things I had gripes with. A lot of things that blew my fucking mind. That had me sitting there like, this is cool. But at the end of the day, I think this show has done more for us than Falcon and Winter Soldier and Miss Marvel, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was definitely all right.
It's all right.
as we would say, mid. But you know, overall for me, it started off kind of strong, and then just kind of like it was just so short. Like, what was it so short for?
I hated that they just kept shrinking the episodes.
Bro, they just kept getting smaller and smaller. Like, I was waiting for like us to roll back into the long episodes with some long like character development. Also, the thing is, everybody's talking about the writing online. Bro, the character development, damn near non-existent.
See, and I won't say that I was upset with the character.
Was obviously,
but even still with him, like the development we saw with Fury was basically just him and his wife's relationship, and then the relationship
that we didn't care about.
Yeah, that we didn't care about, and then the relationships of everybody that he was already friends and stuff with that he didn't even know had these weird kind of interconnections with. So it was just like elaborating the relationship and show in the same breath. But we wanted,
right,
like the second episode where we got the flashback almost the entire episode. Like, give us a little bit more of that, or show us in between stuff that we haven't seen, like new footage.
It just to hit y'all with the stats. Like this show, what was it like? It had a high budget.
$212 million budget. But
that's what I was gonna say, but I didn't want to misquote. Yeah, $212 million. Let's think about this for a second. I heard today this show's budget is higher than Shang-Chi. In what way did they use this budget to make it higher than Shang-Chi's budget?
I could
besides
see
the freaking animation at the very end, or the CG at the end, and like for the actual scenery, I guess. But like, what?
I'm also wondering if any of the, like, if every scroll was CGI'd or if they were masks.
Yeah, I guess like the CG to I don't know. I've always been curious about how that works. I haven't not watched.
And I know Disney's gotten really loosey-goosey with it over the years with like how they want to display costumes and stuff like that, where they just like, here, come here, we'll stick a couple dots on you and we'll deal with it in post-production. Like, is great, but it doesn't look good when it comes down to it. And then you're spending an insane amount of money on top of that on a streaming platform that you're not getting monetary money from.
And you're not committing like to the quality that was promised.
Exactly.
Like if you have a 212 budget, make that CG look 212 budget worthy. If anything, that should have been the only thing that was right on. But like, what's up with Gaia's Drax arm though? Like what the heck?
Like what?
I was like, what am I looking at? Like who's? It was like
it took me so long to realize it was Drax, and then another thought like you're going for strength and you choose Drax.
Like he's strong, but like
I'm sorry, you have
switching back
you got
and
Captain
forth
Marvel blood, you got
strong
Captain America
people.
blood, you got Black Panther blood, you got fucking Hulk, Thor. You choose that motherfucker? No.
Like he's strong, but like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like the thing that was weird about the arm was it was like too big to be hers, but still too short to be Dave.
They like made it
was like,
longer than her
hell?
whole body, and she had to flex it like it looked natural. Like
like what is happening here? Like you should like it looked like what they did was they took the size of her arm, made it look big as Dave's, but then like kept the same size of her arm
and just fucking changed it.
And it was just like, bro, no, you were supposed to like make it longer and make it come back longer. Like if it's gonna like all the like now if you think about it, like were any of them to scale? Like any of the arms? I mean, like it did.
I mean, the Groot arms looked good every time they came out.
Right.
That was like the only good CG that was done throughout the whole show.
Weird. It's weird.
I feel like you gotta put more effort into that too. It's crazy.
Yeah. So like overall, I guess we think the show is mid. Moving on. First 4 episode problem. This is the freaking thing that pissed me the fuck off, bro. How the fuck you gonna have the first 4 episodes all end with the same ending?
What do you mean?
Bro, Maria got shot.
Oh, yeah.
Talos got shot.
Gaia
got shot. Bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I think it was like the first, or is that everybody? Is that everybody that got shot?
I'm trying to remember.
The first 4?
I'm trying to remember if somebody got shot in the 4th episode now, because I feel like someone did. But that's also when we found out that Gaia didn't die.
True. No, at the end of that one, Talos got shot. So at the end of the second one, did nobody get shot? Somebody didn't get shot.
Or someone did get shot.
I can't remember.
One of the two.
Either way. They freaking had the same ending multiple times.
And it was...
Bro, like, we're gonna come back. Like, you don't have to keep faking us out with these deaths.
And it was
Make us out with the death in the middle of the show.
Like, first of all...
Make it different.
You break everybody's heart by... Our next topic. By taking out Maria Hill. And then...
Why?
You tug at our hearts again by popping fucking Gaia and Talos. Only for one of the two that we don't give a fuck to comes back. No offense, like, Emilia Clarke. Honest, I don't give a fuck about you. I like Talos.
Also, her death was so like obvious.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, of course she's gonna come back. You have scenes in the trailer of scenes we haven't seen.
It was just...
And not only that, but like, I honestly did not care that she died.
No.
In that moment, I was like, oh.
What a waste of a character.
Well, that was stupid. Why did they even do that?
Yeah, like, I feel like...
It probably would have been more impactful had she died.
I would have preferred they waited for anything to be displayed by her until that last moment where she revealed herself as Nick.
Right.
If that all waited and then she got
like
smacked.
If she was dead.
Yeah, and just was laid out there and then it all happened.
Fucking thing. Yeah, bro.
Lit. Cool. Would have had me
also,
bug-eyed the whole scene.
Just so wild. But there were some good moments in the show. But let's... Wait. I'm sorry.
I'm
going to cut this out. Bro. Maria Hill had all of 12 minutes of screen time throughout the whole MCU, and they killed her off. Also, Colby Smulders was so happy to come back. She trained for like 6 months. Then they just killed her off in the first episode, and she was like, wait a second, what?
Like, that's crazy.
That's nuts! That's absolutely insane. Why would you have somebody train to kill them off? She might as well have just been eating Cheetos and just came onto the show for like three seconds and then like gone. Like, what do you mean? I guess you have to do the stunts, but like,
nah, fuck
so
that.
Tragic.
Like, she
also
did
was
one
expecting
scene,
her
that's it.
multiple times to come back to life.
I prefer her to come back to life over fucking Gaia.
Yes.
She can do so
Why
much
isn't he
less,
doing
but bring her back, please.
Bro, he should do Tahiti to her.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reference. Just mess with her brain, bring her back like Coulson.
And like, part of me feels
Bro,
like she's
why?
not.
For what reason?
Part of me feels like she's not gone. Like, I feel like
I still feel that way.
they're gonna bring her back in some shape or capacity. Did you also get a Black Widowish death feeling from all of those deaths?
Bro, yes. And Gamora, because they
Yeah.
have the same look.
Like, why do you guys keep doing the same
What?
process?
It's
The
the
fuck?
same shot 3 times. It's the same shot 3 times, bro.
They're like, we gotta use a drone. It's gotta be great. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, now we get to
So
talk
fuck
about it.
that. Okay. Yeah.
Why are they killing off these characters? Okay, so 11 minutes in the whole MCU.
Bro, I'm saying she had 12 minutes of screen time. I was close. That was a guess. I said that shit the other day too. I'm dope. But that shit's wild.
It's wild. Like, that's
All together,
gotta be,
you saying all together.
it's
You
gotta
saying
be like the
you saying
lowest.
from Avengers all the way to Secret Invasion, she had 11 minutes of screen time. That's insane. She was underutilized. What an underutilized actress. Just underutilized the hell for years.
Like, she's such a good actress. Like,
So good.
like I will say,
And like, why
I'll
would
say
they not
this.
leave her alive? Samuel L. is 70 years old.
I'll say this: the
She
first
could
Avengers
be the new director
movie,
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
the first Avengers movie, I was like, I could do without. But then she grew on me, and I was like, all right, cool, fucking with it.
She was badass. She just like
Yeah.
her presence just like exuded authority. Even though she was directly under Fury, like still though, like she was somebody he listened to. Like I just saw her going further and becoming like a bigger part of the MCU later on, just because A, Colby Smulders is young, and B, like just made sense because in the comics it did that. But yeah, we don't like to do what the comics do though. It's just disappointing. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to find a reference article of other people. The little time they've had.
Oh yeah, there's been plenty of underutilized individuals in multiple movies.
Like, I'm sorry, Happy
When
Hope.
is Benicio del Toro coming back? What's going on? I'm
Max.
trying to see the Collector again. Like, where's Grandmaster? I heard he was supposed to have a cameo in Thor, and then they cut that out. Also, they were gonna kill him off in Thor. Why? Who knows? Who knows? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, every list that I've looked at so far that is talking about longest screen time, she's not even on it.
Oh no. Oh, you mean shortest screen time? Or you looking at shortest?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she had more screen time than most, but across multiple movies, across the whole 10 years, or however long, but what has it been, 14, 15 years?
I think so, yeah.
What? But there were some cool things, like we were saying. Or there were some cool things, such as like figuring out certain things that are going on the planet, like a million Skrulls being on the planet. That's nuts.
That was such a wild statement that they just ran through.
Also, the final episode, quote unquote, kind of post credit scene, also showed that's also where the CGI budget went, by the way. but it also showed like 1 million like people in this thing somewhere
Million
where we have no
plus.
idea where it is.
Yeah, some
what it
underground
means or
facility
anything.
that only 3 people have fucking whereabouts of knowing.
Wow, who was in that scene? Was it Gaia, Fallsworth, and somebody else?
Not,
Was it Fallsworth? I can't even remember.
yeah, it was Fallsworth.
That I don't like. What do you do with that information? What are they doing? I have no clue. Anyways, but it's cool to see that like there's 1 million Skrulls that are now inhabiting the planet. So they and what's been going on is like Feige and like others around the
One of the
production
agents that
have been
Fallsworth
saying,
is with.
oh, say what?
My bad. One of
Okay,
the agents that
okay.
Fallsworth is with. The other person.
But those people who are working on the show and around the show are saying that like Skrulls are gonna start popping up randomly all over the place,
Which they should.
like in the comics. Which they should,
Yes.
but are they really?
I 100% believe the way that they did Secret Invasion, that there's
I hope it
potential.
sets up a bigger Secret Invasion type plot.
I think there's
That
potential
wasn't it.
just to
That
like
couldn't have
give
been.
us exactly what Secret Wars was in the comics. Where just
Right.
like there's that moment where Avengers and the Skrulls are facing off against each other, and a fucking Avenger reveals himself in that moment and starts killing them all. Like, let that happen. Everything will
That'd
be okay.
sweet.
That's what we want. That's what we need. The question is,
Shake it up.
who's gonna be the one to betray him and be a Skrull? And like,
Right.
are they gonna be dead, or are they just gonna be fucking off in that cave wherever?
And also, you know, as smart people do, they wage war on people that they have no business trying to wage war on, like on the end at the end. But we also have the possibility of these Skrulls reaching out to Emperor Drogo's colony that we got heard wind of in the same scene
Mm-hmm.
by Talos. So it's like not only like has he waged war on like everyone and like those people who like kind of didn't believe in Gravik's plan but like may still have that mentality in them, can now be possibly betraying everyone and just being like, Emperor Drogo, I'm here, there's a problem, we need to fix it, Secret Invasion 2.0. Like, bring your people, we'll handle these people. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it could be a possibility for it to be way better.
So I thought,
and yeah, bro.
yeah, a thought just popped into my head because
I heard rumors about this.
because Namor's
has happened.
The thing that Namor said, like one of his last scenes that he said in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, was basically keep your enemies close, or your friends close, your enemies closer type shit. To always prepare for that extra opportunity whenever he's ready to strike and take it. But let's be friends for now. If a fucking Skrull infiltrated Talokan,
Bro, it'd be World War.
that is a war I want to see happen.
That'd be sweet.
Instantly start declaring war on fucking Earth and in space at the same time, just like what Gravik was trying to do, which I still have problems with. His whole plan of like, yeah, let's start a war between us, but I'm gonna bomb 1 million of my own people. What?
It was just showing that like
Like,
I think it was just showing us that like if like how far he's willing to go. That
yeah,
he was gonna bomb his own people to make his own people pissed off,
yeah,
and then they'll all just go along with the plan.
yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. And it also like towards the end you could kind of, and I also saw an interview on this, but like he was basically saying in the interview that like Gravik doesn't trust anyone. So I went into the show with the mindset of Gravik doesn't trust anybody, therefore You know, it's his own. He doesn't trust anybody, but he's trying to do this. He essentially was just in it for revenge against Fury. Like, that's all it was. It was a revenge plot
pretty
to
much
try and get back at Fury and possibly maybe save his people in the process.
Well,
Like,
not even save his people. I think just
get them a new home.
Get them a new home and prolong the people that have the same idealism as him. Because like the one dude that when he was like giving his speech, and I think it was like the 5th episode, he was like giving the speech to all the Skrulls. The one dude like spoke up and like said something. And he was like,
"Oh yeah, what's his name?"
Killed the fuck out of him without hesitation. So he doesn't really care about his people a whole lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's just
him. He doesn't care about him.
Yeah, you can't trust.
He's freaking broken. He's such a broken dude.
I will say that Gravik was probably my favorite like character out of the show.
Bro, he was amazing.
Oh
that
God.
character,
the actor
bro,
is so good.
Don't even get me started. We gotta wait. But
okay, yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole fucking time.
I'm jumping ahead.
That's what I was thinking the whole fucking time. Okay. He was so much trash talk throughout the whole season. Anyway. But
okay.
yes, bro. To your point, Talokan, that would be fucking.
Talokan is vulnerable now. Talos.
We gotta talk about this man's death. I'm so sad. I'm sad about everybody with that.
Talos hit a little bit harder. I didn't even care about him that much.
It hit different.
But yeah,
I just wanted him to be the Skrull ally through and through, you know.
And just like the way it happened too, how just like Gravik mid fight just was like, yeah, ding.
Bro,
took his ass out.
Aimed for this man, like just freaking made sure it was done. Like
this shit was brutal.
Oh my God, it was just dang. The thing that killed me about his death, you know, in the trailer you see what looks like Gaia in the same scene crying over him. She basically like shows zero fucking emotion.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
She's just fucking not even there. Like, where is her emotion at? I mean, maybe Skrulls are that cold-hearted because none of them seem to be showing anybody's. That's also a thing that bugged me. Why don't we see any of the conflict, the inner conflict of, like, Gravik mentions it at the end, but it's not like. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of it. What? Why does she show no emotion? I don't get it. Like, not a tear.
I think they're too kind of like trained to show that kind of emotion in these situations.
Must be like something. It should make sense, but it's weird. She showed zero emotion that her dad died, and all the emotion when her mom died. It's like, dang, did he hurt you that much? Like, for you to not show emotion like that? You just not even gonna believe in anything he's all right. Cool. Speaking of Gaia, her journey.
Hold on. I got one more question about Talos.
Go ahead.
So, knowing what we know about the president's plans now, if Fury knew about that and knew what he was going to do, you think he would have saved the president and he would have just helped Talos instead?
Wait, say that again?
Because as Talos was shot, Gravik impersonated the soldier, went over to pick him up, and Fury was putting the president into the car to get them all away.
Right.
Now, Fury being Fury, not liking people for certain reasons, if he knew that the president was planning on starting this war now, killing every Skrull in mankind, do you think that he would have just left the president there and he would have grabbed Talos instead?
Dang, man, that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, no, you're trying to kill him, so why would I help you out? and I'm just gonna go get him and get the fuck out of here. He doesn't care about the president. The president has a bunch of guards there. None of them were able to take care of him.
Man, that's a tough question because you would want to go with the side that would do the least damage. Or you would think that he would.
Yeah.
But really, like, which angle is that? I guess do you side with your people? Do you side with your friends? Do you side with the species? Do you side with a? I don't know, man.
Hard one there.
I feel like he'd wanna save Talos because he'd be such an asset to what was gonna happen next that he'd want somebody there.
He needs,
But
like he said, he needs Talos.
Yeah. At the same time, though,
Even though he was forced to say.
if he just let the president die, there'd still be another war.
There still could be another war. And then it's
So
still
like,
blamed
which
kind of
war
on
is
Fury.
worse?
Exactly.
Which one would he think is worse?
Exactly.
I don't know.
If you guys have any comments or, you know, you guys have any things you want to say about that, put it in the comments below. Let us know what you think.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys' journey. Short-lived ass journey. About as short as she is.
It just, if they used more, if they didn't make the episode so short, she would have had. She should have just gotten more screen presence for us to for us to care.
I just don't think, like,
that she has all those powers. Like, she wasn't very likable to begin with. Like,
yeah.
she came on the scene just like trashing her dad, and then just like kept trashing her dad. Wasn't sad he died, and then just like ended the series just like
overpowered as
with
fuck.
powers, overpowered, and still like mad at her dad, or at least it seemed like she was still like not at peace with her dad. I just was, and then like it didn't really go anywhere. Like, we don't know a lot about her to begin with, and then we still don't know a lot about her besides she's mad. So it's just a weird, like why should we care? We saw none of her, like, we saw her good intentions, but like I don't know if like it was like the way Emilia Clarke played her or what, but like it was just like she was just like an emotionless like person with emotions, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, she had more emotion when she was riding a dragon, burning down a village of millions of people in Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. But you can't cry because her dad was just killed in front of her. That's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, I feel like she didn't deserve to have those powers at the end.
Right. Like, it wasn't,
like, for me,
like, we didn't care to.
There was a split second moment for me where I was like, that is Nick Fury. Damn, Nick Fury just got juiced. Nick Fury just got juiced the fuck up.
I thought that man was about to go hard.
That would have been incredible to see.
I was excited. I was like, Nick Fury got powers.
Like, I don't care how they explained it after. It would have just been fucking amazing to see.
Yeah, right.
And then he could just be like, "Take this, mother," and just like hit somebody. The perfect moment for Samuel Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
so, you know, I'm just a kid out here. I'm not a writer. I can't even say I'm a fucking kid anymore.
It definitely, like, it just threw me the fuck off. Like, I was just like, and then she has all the powers. Like, why not? Like, you didn't give her like 4. You didn't give her like 2. You didn't give her like 5. You give her like 23 powers. Like,
how do you even compartmentalize that in your brain of like what power to use at what time?
And she was so fluent at it, and she said something about "you are weak" and something to him, and I was just like, "How are you strong? Like, what?"
Steroids, bitch.
Why
doesn't mean you're the best. Yeah, that shit was so wild. Weird.
I don't know. It maybe right now, it just seems like garbage. But like maybe later she'll be likable.
We'll see.
And
I also could see her not even being in this.
I just don't even know. Is she gonna show up in the Marvels? Do you think? Is it too soon? I don't see why not.
I feel like they need to start.
Why not?
They need to start going all in.
They need to. What are they? Why are they playing it so safe? Why are they holding everything to their chest like it's their baby and they don't want anybody to hold it?
Like, I feel like they're thinking the opposite of how they do in the comics, and how they're like, if we put too much on the screen at too much, everybody's gonna get overwhelmed and not be interested because it's gonna be too much. But it's like, no, we want
if it makes
40,
sense,
yeah,
do it.
If it makes sense, put 40 against 40 on the screen and show it every time.
Right.
Like, why don't we have why don't we have Ghost Rider in this fucking MCU yet? This is crazy to me.
And then they like show up in all these projects after you see them. Why?
Why?
like why are we not just like seeing what Ghost Rider's doing right now?
Also, question.
Why are we not? Why do we have to like have it connect to?
Since I'm watching the fight right now, and we also just said Ghost. Where the fuck did they get Ghost's blood? And who the fuck replaced who to get it? Because Ghost was not at the fucking Infinity War or the Endgame fight.
Ghost was. See, I think that some of these people are loose. Like, it's loose. Because like, they had Cull Obsidian's like cut off hand.
Exactly.
So that just proves right there that like, the harvest isn't necessarily. Maybe they just said the harvest includes everybody that was at the Battle for New York because it's a major event. But like, obviously, I think when we see Cull Obsidian's hand, it's been well established before that they've been collecting.
It has to
DNA. I feel like
because they have the Frost Giant DNA too.
Yeah, if you have the Frost Beast DNA, you've been collecting DNA from like multiple samples all over the world.
Like, and the fact that that's not fucking talked about, explained in any way is so irritating.
It wasn't explained well at all.
They're just like, here's the names, figure it out.
Well, they were,
and it was at this battle,
kind of like just like explaining it as I sent them in after the Battle of New York, and it's like, well, now everybody's freaking confused and saying online, well, I don't understand why he has what you're saying. Why he has freaking
ghost blood.
Ghost blood. Where did he get that from? It's like,
also, where did you get Thanos' blood from?
Why do they have Extremis?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like...
Exactly.
It's like, obviously...
As far as I know, Gore,
to us, it's obvious.
Korg, and Thanos didn't bleed. Korg doesn't bleed because he's rock. And Thanos, as far as I know, didn't bleed.
I think.
Well,
they just collected the material of those beings. Like, how did they get Groot DNA if not for having a branch?
But apparently, it's all in this liquid vial.
I don't get it.
Like, what? And like, the only time I could think Thanos bled is when Thor either put the hammer into his chest, when they all got snapped away, or when he cut his fucking head off.
Right.
And that would make no fucking sense at all. Because that means one of the Avengers currently, or that version of Rhodey there is a Skrull.
Rhodey was. He was.
So he's the one that picked up Thanos' blood. We gotta
remember. Yeah, we gotta remember that like this Rhodey dude has been fucking.
They keep saying Endgame is when he changed.
Since. I don't believe.
I don't believe it either. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, they being like the everybody online who's loud is saying it's after Endgame because they don't want to be butthurt when they realize that like Rhodey wasn't actually there when Tony died. And it's like, to me, my counter argument is, first of all, they showed you he's in the robe. Why would you think otherwise? They told you plain and simple it was Civil War. Here's the robe. Here's the outfit. He's shocked he can't walk. What are you talking about? And then
nothing has been done since he was put in the robe. That's it.
That's it. That's the line right there. The line has been drawn. You have just stepped over it. You now understand. What are you talking about? There's no other way. And everybody's freaking arguments are so fucking stupid. Like, hey man, he had braces on in Avengers Endgame, but then he didn't in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Bro, fuck that. You don't think that in the span of 5 years of the gap, Iron Man couldn't have figured out by making a fucking nanotech Iron Man suit how to fucking make a smaller version of what fits on Rhodey's legs? What did that man? What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
I don't understand that argument at all. You're just gonna have to accept the fact that Rhodey wasn't there.
He wasn't there. He can't feel his legs.
Rhodey has been a Skrull since then. And then the other argument is, well, Gravik didn't have this plan until after the 5-year gap.
That's false.
It's like, nah, bro.
That is false.
Nah.
Gravik has worked
Bro.
for Fury forever. He could have dropped this plan whenever he wanted to.
Bro, 100%. You don't think that after 10 years he was pissed off that he still isn't in a different place? No way. No. What are you talking about? There is absolutely no evidence to suggest other than Civil War. That's it. To just debunk that. And then, I mean, the director came out and said, like, he thinks it is, but, like, obviously, bro, like, you set it up to be, and until you blatantly say that in Armor Wars, everybody's going to be debating it because they just don't understand logic and reason. But, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm rewatching the scene of them fucking finding everybody right now, and I'm.
Oh yeah, and he's surprised he can't walk.
Yeah, he's surprised he can't walk.
Why is he?
He literally says, "I can't feel my legs." So the nigga was passed out in the robe in the hospital, and it changed.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
I don't understand.
There's no argument.
Why you're confused?
Now
let's talk about Ross. When the hell did he
that one is fucking with me a lot.
What was the outfit?
He's wearing all black.
You already investigated?
Yeah, I'm
he's wearing
watching
all black
it right now. Yeah, he's wearing like this.
When was he in?
When
was he in that same outfit? It had to have been somewhere, and we have to be able to find it.
This outfit I'm seeing
they
him
want
in,
to leave it ambiguous.
It's like a 2-button black shirt he's in. And I can't.
He wasn't in that at the end of Wakanda Forever.
I can do some serious digging right now if you want to keep talking and keep the podcast.
Civil War. You got only a few appearances. You got Captain America, Civil War, but I don't think that's it. Then you got. I said Captain America, Civil War. Oh, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther. And that's it. Other than that,
like, it is our job to do this research for you guys, so we really hope that you like, subscribe, and comment, ring that bell, as we don't want our work to go unappreciated by at least some. We want whoever likes us. I think. Okay, so Wakanda Forever, it's not him. Well, okay. That could be him. Like, he could still be in Wakanda this whole time. But the different version of him could be somewhere else.
You said he was in a black shirt. Black shirt, button up?
Nope, not that. It was more... Wait. Go back. Go back to that screen you were just on.
Is it this?
No, the middle. The picture with Ross and Rhodes. Click on that.
That's just him when he was running in the woods.
That's the shirt he's wearing.
He's wearing.
Hold up. When's he running in the woods? That's at the beginning of Wakanda Forever, right?
Running in the woods at the beginning of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
I'm looking right now. Hold
on. Everett. Ross.
Nope, different shirt. Okay, different shirt.
Oh, it's a different shirt.
Yeah, it's like a cotton shirt, just two button up. I've never seen him wear it. He looks natural wearing it though, so like it seems like we have seen him wear it before.
That's what I'm saying.
If I could type Everett Ross.
right here.
Yeah.
That's just a normal fucking shirt. They gave us no hints. This man got on a normal shirt. Oh, I see. It's like a sweatshirt. It's got. Where's that?
It's like a long sleeve. Yeah, I think those are.
No,
that's light.
That's on his sleeves. That's on his sleeves, right? I don't know, man. I don't think you ever seen him in that.
It's Civil War also.
Oh yeah.
Check both Black Panthers.
Bro, we ain't seen him in this shit. He's in a red shirt at the end of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, when Okoye is saving him from being arrested.
Damn, that's it. Well, we cannot pinpoint when Ross was taken.
Was he in Civil War?
Yeah, he was in the interrogation scene with Zemo, and he said, "Please break out with his hands. Please break out. Please." He was like, "I want to see that, please." Or he said that to Bucky, I think.
Yeah.
Did he say it to Bucky? Yeah, he said it to Bucky. Now, can we just talk about Sonya Fallsworth and how dope she is? That woman has so much swag. I don't even care. And then she got in the car and she turned on some hardcore rap. She's killing me. It's amazing. And then her interrogation scene, just like, she was so chipper. So chipper. That woman was wildin'. She was so chipper in that scene.
True.
And then like her elegance in the it was my favorite scene. It was the whole scene where she was just like having all those scrolls just like give her all the evidence. And then the one dude took her hostage, or took the woman hostage. He was like, "Well, I don't need this person anymore." And then she shot that dude square in his eyeballs.
I don't need it.
I was like, bro.
Yeah, she's a
she
savage.
got the marksmanship.
She was a savage.
Bro, she no hesitation, just amazing. Sonya was amazing. Every scene she was in, she stole. Her accent was amazing. Her demeanor was amazing. I can't wait to see more of her. I hope they make an Excalibur type team, and I hope she is the director of some sort of something.
I mean, I feel like having Captain, or I should say, Captain Carter, since she's like dead now, that there's kind of room to build around that side of the Avengers.
Because we know she was talking to in a flashback, or talking about a Braddock. The only Braddocks we know are Brian and Betsy, aka Captain Britain and Psylocke. So maybe possible connection there that we gonna see in the future. But yeah, I think she's definitely could be part of some sort of like Excalibur type team.
Yeah.
In the comics, Excalibur is basically like the British Avengers, like has a lot of mostly like an X-Men based team, but they could switch it up,
Look around,
make it more like everybody.
Look around, put U.S. Agent over there.
U.S. Agent on Excalibur. Amazing. Let's talk about Gravik. Amazing.
Best part of the show for me.
Every scene this guy went in, he killed it too.
Yeah. He even like for me, I think it was especially the last episode where it was the so-called Nick Fury and him not going back and forth, but he was just laying into him for like 10 minutes of dialogue. I was like, this is acting. This is pure acting right here, and I fucking love it.
Why are they so underutilized?
Exactly,
why?
like that scene was better than half the show itself.
it was just so short. Like every episode, they could have just utilized that time to like
Let him be on screen.
gotten some more good acting. In.
Yeah.
Like,
You just drink fucking sauce.
no, it's apple juice or applesauce. Drink sauce.
You just drink some Chipotle mayo or something.
Dang.
All right. So the Harvest and Extremis. Extremis, whatever you want
We
to call
already
it.
talked about the Harvest a little bit, so I guess we could maybe.
Yeah, I suppose we don't have to put the Harvest in there.
You want to talk about Extremis here? It looks like.
I want to know why Gravik chose Extremis.
I think because it's just healing. Like you get injured, you heal.
But it was never.
Why didn't you heal him at the end?
But it was never perfected.
I don't know. Right. No, it wasn't.
It was never perfected.
But at least healed people, and they don't have to necessarily use it all the time. So I guess to them, it's a kind of an advantage, you know.
True.
Unconsciously heal yourself, and also don't have to use it all the time.
Like they said, I'm pretty sure they said that Skrulls' bodies could just like withstand that type of temperature or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh yeah, the radiation.
Yeah. But does that mean that Hulk can do the same?
You would think, yeah, because
It's radiation.
at least in the comics, he absorbs the radiation.
So Hulk with Extremis
And he
coming
gets
soon.
I think Red Hulk with Extremis coming soon.
Yeah, Red She-Hulk with Extremis
that's
coming
the only
soon.
thing that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Red She-Hulk with Extremis.
That'd be kind of lit though. That'd be lit. I can't lie. Red Hulk with Extremis.
I think it's gonna be Red She-Hulk.
Like that's how his firepower works. That'd be lit.
I think they're doing Red She-Hulk. I don't think they're doing Red Hulk.
Bro, I hope they're doing both.
I think they'll
that'd
talk
be good.
about how like he used to be Red Hulk and this is how he went through it. Kind of like how Bruce is
Ain't
doing
no
to
way.
regular.
I heard they're gonna literally show Red Hulk in the trailers.
In the trailers for what?
When that movie comes out.
When the Hulk movie comes out?
When is it Brave New World?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they're literally like they're gonna show him like it'll maybe be a tease, but then like towards the end, you know, they're gonna have the full.
If I
deal.
see,
Probably gonna be a tease. If I see a tease of Red Hulk, I'm snapping.
I will
I'm running around
break
the room.
everything in my room in happiness. Like I'll jump up and down like fucking Luffy Gear 5. For those of you that know that just came out this past weekend. All right, Fury's wife.
Yeah.
This bitch, the audacity, the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch to actually come in and betray this motherfucker not once but twice.
Yeah, she went back to her old ways for sure. I'll tell you that.
But she's also like the perfect person for Nick Fury because she's still
totally.
she's still like
100%.
in love with him. Will still be by his side through all of that at the end of the day. But it's also like double agent in the middle of it.
Exactly. Yeah. It was an interesting dynamic. I liked it a lot.
I did
I liked like
it. Caught me off guard.
Yeah. And I like that they got their relationship back to normal, but like, man, if we don't see her more, I'm gonna be real upset.
Yeah. Facts.
This is like there's no connection there. Also, speaking of her, I don't know if you've been watching all these breakdowns, but like people been finding little X-Men hints. You know what I mean?
In Secret Invasion.
Talk about the superhero gene in the back of on her. It's like on some poster in the back in one of those scenes where they're going back. I think when they're about to shoot each other.
Yeah, I seen one of it. I seen
like
that. It's talking about the superhero X gene or something.
Superhero gene. Getting some talk. That's dope.
I think people aren't ready for what they're about to do with mutants. I think there's gonna be a lot of hate.
Right.
I'm accepting it because I've wanted mutants in this universe. I was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
100%. The stuff that I've been seeing for this Deadpool movie, and if the rumors are true about him like killing everybody in the Fox universe to make it one streamlined universe. That's great, but then don't shortchange how much fucking mutants you bring into it. I better see a fucking mutant in every movie show that comes out from here on out.
Man.
Because like, if Skrulls are smart enough to replace the people in power or that have power, why wouldn't they be smart enough to go replace an X-Men?
Man, I just hope that they can figure out how they're gonna climb up the mountain.
Because in about 15 years,
and hopefully they won't trip.
Once I get to the point where I'm starting to write for them, you know, I want to write the Hellfire Gala live screen.
That is wild. If y'all are not,
You ain't caught up on the comics, I suggest you go
Cyclops
tap into the Hellfire Gala right now.
What's that dude's name? His name is, it's not Mr. Sinister. It's Dr.
Zara.
Anyways, that dude freaking got Cyclops tied up and got his eyeballs sewn shut. That is wild.
Dr. Stasis.
That is crazy. Dr. Stasis, yes. So, yeah. There's 4 different Mr. Sinisters. The original cloned himself 4 times, and they've been alive since then.
Everything all. Hit the
if you want to know anymore, read
Everything's hit the fan. Read it. Just read it.
Bro, it's wild. That is wild. Okay, bro. Let's we talk about how the episodes got shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
We get to the last episode. It's the damn shortest finale I've ever fucking seen.
36.
Not only is it the shortest finale I've ever seen, it's the quickest finale I've ever seen. It just like it started and ended in the same breath. Like it took a breath and then ended.
Yeah, facts. It was a lot of like everything is happening within this 15-minute time frame in their world and also ours at the same time. So
right.
Boom, boom, boom. Which I was kind of I'm okay with sometimes, but there was no length behind it to like give me more. Just like you said,
right. It was just like, let's wrap this up.
Like hold your breath,
pretty much,
and breathe out.
I liked the twist where she was not Fury, but I also at the same time hated the other freaking situation. Like, why is this man? Why does the president have a gun? Why does the president need to shoot Rhodey?
Why did he ask for it?
Why didn't they just shoot Rhodey so that he could see that it was a Skrull? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting on killing this fucking Skrull when she's out there fighting the other Skrull? Let's just end the whole conflict.
So much time wasted, and then for the president's final decision in all of this to want to kill stupid. All Skrulls. Like, okay, so that means you'd be wanting to test it in any way. Shoot the motherfucker. How you test it?
It's just so annoying, bro. And then the whole fact of the matter is, Talos died for this cause of not going to war with the humans. He wanted to say, hey, we're peaceful, we're trying to help you out. And then this man, was there no interaction of like, hey, this was my friend Talos, he just saved your life, he is the reason you're alive?
Yeah, it was all just like,
was there no interaction there?
We've been seeing you do this dirty stuff with Skrulls, as far as we can tell. Now we have this footage of you killing what's his name? I can't remember. Or Maria Hill.
Maria Hill.
We have this footage of you killing Maria Hill, so now we don't trust you. So anything you say, we don't trust. So now we're back to square one with fucking Talos.
Except for you now saw that he was telling the truth, and then you're still not. I don't get it. Anyway, and then like, I don't know. It came full circle. Another thing I realized was, bro, Fury should have just stayed on the base. like this man came down to Earth,
made shit worse.
Was like, dang, like, Now the humans want to go to war with all the Skrull people that they didn't even know existed like a month ago. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back up to the space station and
I'm gonna go
good
with
luck.
my wife
Like,
this time. I forgot her.
and also, oh hey, by the way, the Kree has been reaching out and want to do peace treaties. Don't know how long, but like they didn't even address how long. But you could look at that and be like, bro, what? Like he didn't even need to go down. They were already trying to talk to you about peace and like possibly getting like you could possibly have a planet there or something like, or like figure out something. Like I don't know.
And I think he said it best when
he fucked
it
up.
was Gravik or Talos asked him, why did you choose here? Like, it was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was such a good line. It was like, it was the best way that we could keep an eye on you without threatening you, or something like that.
Right.
And it was just like basically telling him that we're keeping you in check without knowing you're in check. And it was such a fuck statement.
All the dialogue in this show, I gotta say, 100% amazing.
Yeah, script for the show is incredible.
As far as like exposition and as far as like emotional connection, and
Deliverance, yeah,
amazing. Like all that is so good. Like I would rewatch it for that. But
all right,
and then we gotta talk about the rabbit or the elephant in the room. This man spent five episodes talking straight trash to every single person. He became a Super Skrull and he didn't say not one freaking word. She was talking all this trash to him as he was getting his ass beat, and he wasn't able to say anything back.
Like I feel like his trash talking was a part of his power.
Bro, seriously.
He was, like lacking it.
And they just made him grunt.
Yeah, bro. I was like,
why is he even fighting at this point if he can't even talk?
Great lines this whole show, and he's not saying anything.
Bro, deliverance after deliverance of just gold.
Scene, right? Crazy.
It was just missing all aspects of dialogue in the fight.
And I will say that
and nobody's talking about that either.
There's times that like I don't require dialogue. Like for part of that scene, I will say like I was sitting cross-legged on my bed, eyes bug-eyed on the fucking screen because I was watching Super Skrulls, 23 powers apiece go at it.
Amazing.
That shit was lit.
Amazing.
But in the same breath, I was also like,
dialogue.
There's so many things you can add to this that you know you can add to this and have the capabilities to add to this.
And didn't add to it.
Didn't add to this. It's like, bro.
Did he not ad-lib or ADR anything? Like he couldn't have said any type of trash talk.
Was like,
he couldn't have freaking made his mouth talk with his trash talk.
Like, that they just left out there that they didn't use, and they used fucking Corvus's move. It's like, no, I don't care about Corvus. Strike him down with lightning right now.
Didn't use Thor.
Didn't use Black Panther.
The Hulk kick. Bro, the Hulk kick was just garbage.
What?
It looks so weird. It looks so weird.
Hulk doesn't even kick people.
I mean, he kicked Blonsky one time like that, and that was it.
You fucking Spartan kicked him. That
one
was
time.
Different.
Bro,
but
that was still essentially the same kick. He came at him with the forward kick. You know,
it was just like they probably fucking used the same
so
fucking
goofy looking at that
They probably
moment.
used the same fucking scene to crop it up
for real. Like cropped his leg in there, put his leg in there.
But still, it's like if you
made it a little bit more green.
You add 15 minutes to that episode, you can display all those powers with so much more. And like this is a Super Skrull, like.
There was no struggle either. Like she just demolished this.
Yeah, and she didn't have any of these powers before, but just knows how to wield all of this fucking energy. Makes.
And why was he so weird looking? Like why was he not Gravik with all the powers, and why was he buff?
Well, that made kind of
Thanos.
That kind of made sense because Super Skrulls are supposed to get like bigger once they get those abilities. So like that.
But they're still able to shapeshift and like
Yeah, but not
he was
shapeshift.
stuck in form.
Their main scroll form is bigger. It's not just the main one that they are. But it was weird that they just kept like focusing on changing their arms. They say, all right, make them turn around. And we got Groot arms. Make them turn around. We got Korg arms. Turn around. We got Korva's arms. I don't care about the arms. They can change more than their fucking arms.
Like, why are we not morphing half into Chris Evans and half into Tom Holland?
Exactly.
Like, she didn't have Spider-Man. Also, does she have Spider-Man's powers? Does she have Spider-Man's powers? Is that a breach of contract if she has Spider-Man powers?
Ooh, that's a good question. And them having Hulk, that could be reasons that they...
Well, that's about to end, though. That's going to be... Or it hasn't ended. One of the two.
One of the two, but they haven't renegotiated.
Almost done. But yeah, I mean, like, does she have Spider-Man powers? Probably
That's
not.
a good
She
question,
probably
though,
wouldn't
with
use
that
them
breach
because he's
contract.
dope as fuck. Like, they would have definitely been using Spider-Man's sticky powers, dude.
Spider-Man definitely bled.
Oh, totally.
He bled,
like, they got his DNA. They're going to try and act like they don't because they have freaking...
And was fighting half the time without his fucking mask. Like, you ain't gonna tell me his blood
going on in the background, but...
Right. Alright. Favorite new character? Who was it for you?
Man, my favorite new character is gonna be Fallsworth. I can't wait to see her again. She's just like... She's just so smooth with it. Like, everything she was doing and saying was just so smooth. She's funny. What about you?
I probably have to say Gravik for me.
Gravik was amazing.
I want him to come back.
I just wish they didn't do him so dirty at the end. Like, why wasn't he able to trash talk? I just wanted to hear him say words. It was just so annoying. Tell me why Gravik was your favorite, though.
Man was just delivering in every scene. Man. He had me...
Just bodied.
He had me tripping. I was like, bro, if you ever came to me with this energy, we're fighting. But he has that energy like, I'm ready for the fight.
Bro, 100%.
What was your biggest beef?
Honestly, bro, the finale, like, it was so short. It was so, it like at the, like when it was like almost all the way done, I was like, is this almost over? And I was like, dang, it is almost over. And I was like, well, why are they rushing this? Like, why don't they want to take their time and like with care? And they're saying like this was a great show since before it was even out, and like you should be excited to watch this. It's gonna be kind of like the comics, and I don't know. And then it was just like, and we're done.
$212 million, yo? 6 episodes?
Go on to the next thing. Just like, what do you... That's so weird. What about you?
I would have to say killing off Talos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that was a huge mistake. Ben Middles.
I mean, we can't leave out killing off Maria Hill. They're high up there.
Yeah, like Maria Hill was great for like the Avengers story, but Talos, Ben Mendelsohn is a fucking incredible actor, and to have him playing not fully antagonist, not fully protagonist, but a comedic in between is a perfect role for him, and you just killed it. For what? For fucking the Queen of Dragons.
For them to still go to war, bro.
And you're still going to war. Fucking waste. What was your favorite part?
It's just so disappointing. My favorite part... I gotta think about that.
I'll go quick. My favorite part was honestly the battle at the end. I ain't gonna lie. It was actually like kind of good. Like for what we got, if you just cut off everything on the ends of it and you just give us that as like a short, great fight. Good job. Do a little bit more next time. Understand the powers you're utilizing in those situations, but for what they did, it was great. I gave that fight an 8 out of 10 as far as Marvel.
That fight was amazing. Like at least the action sequence.
I'm glad they didn't
I can't put it up there.
hold on to a power
wait,
for too long. They weren't just like stuck on one power.
Yeah, I like that they were cycling through.
Constantly
like,
cycling.
It was
yeah.
entertaining. And they were giving us like everything that we wanted to see in a Super Scroll.
Exactly. In a Super Scroll fight, that's exactly what we want to see.
Oh, speaking
constant changing of powers against each other.
Right. Yeah, 100%. We want to see that shit 100-fold.
100-fold.
Speaking of which, though, before we continue to wrap this up, where the hell is Kalert or Kurt, whatever his name is? Do you think he's with Drog? The original Super Skrull is what I'm talking about, people. Do you think he's with Drog right now? Do you think he's not been born?
I don't think he's been
like
born.
On Earth. And also,
because
is he gonna get the powers, or is she our Super Skrull?
I think that
there's got to be more than one. I
think Gaia and Drog are going to end up working together.
That's what I think.
I think Drog is gonna convince her.
Like, I think they're all gonna just like.
They're gonna be like, we want to rebuild our society. We need to make ourselves better. In order to do that, we need your DNA, Gaia. Gaia's gonna willingly give it up because she hates her father, and that's gonna create a Super Skrull army. They'll fuck around and just kill Gaia.
I really hope we see some kind of Super Skrull army like there were many.
Spend $1 billion on the budget. Show me 70 Skrulls with different powers flying at the Avengers. I want to see it on fucking. Care how much.
In my opinion, this show should not have been a show. It should have been Captain Marvel.
Well, I won't say that. I'm okay with it being a show. It should have been longer. I think it should have been 10 episodes.
It doesn't have the budget that you would want it to have.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, but they didn't use it. They didn't use it to their advantage. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about where Kalert is. I don't know where that man is. But hopefully we see him soon, and we gotta have the OG Super Skrull. You can't just you got some new Super Skrulls, but give us the OG. My favorite part was probably like that Sonya Fallsworth torture scene. 'Cause that was when I was like really just like, dang, she is really delivering this like menacing. She was like happy, menacing, intimidating, and scary all at the same time. And chipper. Like, it's just like, how are you chipper and torturing somebody at the same time? It was just a great way to show her range, and I don't know, it was a great, like, even the other guy that was acting out, like, the burning of his insides. I was like, dang, like, I could feel that pain sitting in that chair.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, that was
okay.
The torture scene.
Who was your least favorite character?
Dope. And my least favorite character? Man, probably.
Please take it.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of like somebody I hated more.
But to be honest, the guy was just bad,
I just couldn't.
Besides that last scene,
it bothered me.
Yeah.
Like she was just so negative.
Yeah. Facts.
She was a very negative individual. All right, what would you rate this show 1 to 10?
I would rate this. I'll put a solid 7.
I was gonna go 6.5.
I was thinking that, but I really
enjoyed it.
I really did like the fight scene.
Yeah. It's just I'm so salty about how rushed the ending was, but yeah, it was watchable, it was doable, it was good, but it was just like I don't know. And now we hopefully like when they build off of this stuff, there will be some. That's always what I say though, right? When they build off of this stuff, there's gonna be some more value to it.
Yeah.
But we haven't even hit the parts where they're building off of this.
Ain't
Yeah.
seen shit.
It's taking so long.
Ain't seen shit from Wanda since Multiverse of Madness.
Bro. Right.
But alright, guys. Let us know what you guys think about the show in the comments. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that ring that bell. Ding. We will see you next time.
Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And peace out.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.